Hello everyone, my name is Pranav. I look after South Asia for Fanshawe College, which is based in an amazing city called London in Ontario, Canada. So just before we start, I would like to share something about Canada. Nearly 36 million people, of course, a lot of space in Canada. It is the second largest country, land-wise, area-wise. There are 10 provinces and 3 territories. Up north, Yukon, Northwest, and Nunavut are the 3 territories. And down south, there are the 10 territories, 10 provinces, 2 official languages, English and French. But of course, in Ontario, English is widely spoken. You don't need to know French because many people in Ontario they do not speak French. So French is very much limited to Quebec province only. Very strong economy and great opportunities in Canada. So of course, when this pandemic started, the government released $83 billion just to help people who are losing their jobs or who are suffering from this pandemic. So you can see it's a very strong economy, and in due course, I'll tell you how exactly amazing opportunities you have, not just in Canada but in London, Ontario itself. And of course, the capital city is Ottawa. So if we talk about London, the population is 5 lakhs. So now it is around 5 lakh 38,000 of total area, London Middlesex. It's a 2 hours down south from Toronto and 2 hours up north from Detroit. So very strategically placed. New York is just around 6 hours drive away. Boston is actually at the same latitude. So Boston would be around 4.5, 5 hours drive away. So it is very strategically placed. If we talk about what kind of demographic London has, 22% of immigrants are currently in London. So it is a very welcoming, warm city. 140 different languages spoken. If you'll still see 22% is a good enough number for immigrants, it still tends to be a very Canadian city. But of course, it gives you that mixture of the world city, or mixture of that multicultural city as well. So if you talk more about London, the cost of living, that is why majority of students they choose London. It's very low. The reason behind that is it's a very big student city. Out of 5 lakh, which is the total population, 1 lakh are just students. So every fourth or a fifth person you bump into is a student in London. So it can never be expensive. Two-bedroom apartment would cost you around $1,000, just above $1,000, and in two-bedroom there are 4 people they can stay. So that would cost you just less than $300 per month just for your living cost. Of course, you have that advantage that you don't have to pay for your travel if you're staying in London. Your student card becomes your bus pass. So for free of cost, you travel the entire city. So whatever part of London you are staying, you come to the college for free of cost every day. Of course, it is a very cost-effective city. London has its own international airport, own train station. Greyhound bus service is very popular in Toronto and in Ontario. And then there are multiple other bus services as well. For example, Robert Q. That is the bus service what we use to assist all our students with their with the pickup service from Toronto to London. Of course, it hosts a lot of large companies, the international companies. It's hub of manufacturing, multiple professional services, and health. So London is hub of that in Ontario. So these are just the few companies. Of course, I'll talk about it in detail in due course. Very vibrant city. I am a huge sports fan, so London Lightning and London Knights. They are the basketball team and the ice hockey team, respectively. Whenever I get a chance, I do go to Budweiser Gardens where these games are hosted. Of course, it is in summers it's very beautiful. In autumn, it's very beautiful. People actually they come out to the streets, and there are multiple music festivals, the outdoor music festivals that are pretty long. So the second largest outdoor music festivals, it's hosted by London. So very vibrant city. So as of today's, there are 75,000 cases in Canada. out of which 38,000 people have already recovered. Unfortunately, the deaths have been around 5,000. So recovery rate is nearly 50%, which is amazing as compared to the other countries like UK, US, or other countries in Europe and Asia. If you talk about Ontario specifically, 22,000 cases as of yesterday, and out of which 17,000 have already recovered. If we talk about London per se, London in Middlesex County, 443 cases, out of which 300 people have already recovered. Unfortunately, 15 people have died due to COVID-19. I just want you to understand that Canada is an aging population, and of course, as we are aware that this particular virus gets attracted to people, who have specifically after 50 odd, and majority of the people who are struggling or suffering due to COVID-19 are in the retirement residence home. So the government has done a lot for them so that the deaths are as less as possible and more people are should recover. And this is the reason why you see that recovery is so high. uh, how exactly Fanshawe has helped the government? Of course, our respiratory therapy students were graduated couple of weeks early so that they can straight away start working and help the people who are suffering with this particular virus. Fanshawe has donated a lot of inventory because we have got a very strong health school or human services school, which actually caters to the local people. So Fanshawe has donated a lot there. We have donated around $1.5 million to assist the students who are currently studying. That includes domestic and international students. Application process has not impacted at all for September 2020 and January 2021. One more thing I would like to share, that the government has done a lot for their students, be it domestic or international. Students who have been studying in Canada for a long period of time and have earned a certain amount of money through the part-time jobs are receiving $500 per week from the government for their living expenses in Canada. So the government is actually assisting not just the domestic but international students out as well. So that is a bit of COVID-19 update, that what currently is happening. Of course, in due course, I'll tell you that how the September intake could be impacted by it and what is in store for students coming in September and January.